This year, the Philippine Rallycross Series has been taking the regulars as well as the newbies out of their comfort zone. From the series home track in Pradera Verde, Round 7 takes them to another dirt course in Tanza, Cavite. Race weekend was there to witness the action. We're at the 7th round of the 2019 Philippine Rallycross Series, and at a new challenging venue. This year, the Philippine Rallycross Series organizers have decided to venture out to venues outside of its home track at the Pradera Verde in Pampanga. Already, the Rallycross teams and drivers have competed in a makeshift course on Clark Global City. And after returning to Pradera Verde home course for round 6, they are back out on another unfamiliar course. This time on sprawling undeveloped grassy, gravelly, muddy field in Tanza, Cavite. Still, entries came in good numbers, sustaining the resurgence that characterized the 2019 for Rallycross. Aside from the regulars, the returning newbies from new teams, there's members of media driving for Team Isuzu. Competing for the first time in this year's Rallycross for Team Isuzu are Anju Perez, Randy Peregrino, and Matt Malyari. A champion in the Honda Media Challenge that also was held on dirt courses, Anju initiated the move to give media members the opportunity to experience Rallycross competition.
Actually, I really miss the feeling of driving on dirt because it's really fun. I partnered with Isuzu Philippines Corporation, Black Rhino Wheels, the PIAA, and Ichiro Motor Oils. We got together, Isuzu lent me a car, and it was powered by Black Rhino and PIAA.
It was a baptism of fire, or rather mud, for the newest entries to Rallycross competition.
It's only 1.6 kilometers, no? But well, we were the first one to get on the track. I think I was the 5th or 6th driver. So the track was really wet. The mud pits were really loose. It was so hard to drive over them.
Also having a baptism of mud and slipping and sliding on dirt course is Randy Peregrino of Business Mirror.
I really haven't experienced yet as difficult as what we have experienced today. But I'm glad that I was able to drive through the difficult course and so technical, difficult. So even though we had prepared the pace notes, once you start driving, you tend to forget all about it and just focus on the road ahead. And so by doing that, I just relied on my instincts and paying attention to the poles, the markers, and all that, just to make sure that I get through without hitting any obstacles and all that.
Aside from enjoying the experience of driving on the course, there's also the fun of watching the action on the track. This is something that should interest motorsports aficionados. Watching the action is also a great fun.
Today, we've seen Ranger Raptors, and we all know that these trucks are really tuned to this kind of environment. And we've seen also highly tuned four-door sedans, even though they're only driven by front wheels, and you can see them really going through all the technical courses.
The change in venue, as well as the weather, also proved challenging to the regulars of the Philippine Rallycross Series like Steve Akayan and Paul Santos, both strong contenders for the championship in their respective groups.
Today's track is new to everyone. First time we're using this track here in Cavite, and everybody, as far as I can see, finds it very challenging. Well, actually, there are certain portions of the track that are very muddy, and some of the portions have water actually. So because of the mud and the water, it's like driving on some portions. It's like driving on snow already. It's very, very slippery. So it's a matter of car control to get a good time.
The track layout, actually it's very slippery. So if you make a little mistake, it will cost you around 2 to 3 seconds, especially when you're in the muddy part.
But others, like Alan Sarmiento, who competes in the UV and all-wheel drive class, are reveling in the wet and muddy conditions.
For me kasi I was using a pickup which is a four-wheel drive, more exciting for me rather than sa sand kasi I'm more fond of mud. I changed tires which is Black Bear na Baja Rally. So maganda siya, maganda ang grip niya sa mud, sa sand, gravel, ang ganda ng niya. So bumaba yung time ko. Actually I was first on UV class and then all-wheel drive as of now.
Changes in venue is making the competition for the podium and championships in various classes all the more intriguing.
What I noticed, many of the drivers that consistently run in the Rallycross are quick in Pradera because they know the track inside out. But what becomes challenging is like the Rallycross in Clark. It showed that many of them still have to learn how to read the track, and that is very important in Rallycross.
I'm leading in Group 4, so I'm trying to defend. Now I think I'm in 3rd place in Group 4, so I have another run. But the track is drying up and it's very exciting. There's a lot of jumps also. So let's see if the car can survive.
After all entries had completed their runs in round 7, Tiger Espino topped Group 1. Steve Acayan had the best aggregate time in Group 2. Louis Camacho got the better of Steve in Group 3, but he was back on top in Group 4. Also topping their categories are John C. Reyes in the open class, Sam Yamada in the UV class, Alan Sarmiento in the all-wheel drive class, and Isi Ligaya in the rear-wheel drive category. We're now deep into the second half of the Rallycross competition, and the healthy resurgence for racing in the dirt experienced in the first half appears to have been sustained in the second, making it even more fun and exciting for race weekend to cover the Rallycross resurgence.